Okay, let's go.
Today, we're digging into 7 trading rules that have absolutely nothing to do with complicated strategies or fancy indicators. Nope. This is about the stuff that actually matters, the mindset and the discipline that separates the traders who make money and keep it from everyone else who just gets stuck in a cycle of winning and losing. Let's get right into it. Just imagine that for a second. You turn 10 grand into over $100,000. You feel like a genius, like you've cracked the code. And then, in a single day, it's all gone. Poof. This isn't just some crazy story. It's the reality for so many traders, and it's the exact problem we're going to solve today. You see, this experience, this roller coaster of winning big and then giving it all back, that's what we call the trader's vicious cycle. And here's the most important part. A new, shiny strategy is not going to break you out of this loop. The real fix, the only fix, is in your mindset and the rules you live by. So let's start from the ground up. The first 3 rules are all about building a rock-solid foundation of mechanical discipline. Think of it like this. These are the steel beams of your trading house. If you don't have them, everything else you try to build on top is just going to come crashing down. Okay, first up is the single most fundamental rule. I know it sounds simple, but I promise you, ignoring this one thing is the #1 reason most traders fail. Every trader starts with a good plan, but then what happens? They see the lifestyle on social media, the cars, the vacations, and they get impatient. They start to bend their own rules, then break them, all because they're chasing quick profits. And that means they're not trading with a plan anymore. They're trading with emotion, which almost always ends badly. Now look, the source for this explainer puts it pretty bluntly because this is serious. This quote right here gets to the heart of the frustration. Your trading plan is your only edge. It's your probability engine. The second you decide to ignore it, you're not trading anymore. You're just gambling. All right, rule number 2. This one tackles one of the biggest, most dangerous temptations in all of trading, that urge to get greedy right after a big win. And this lays it out perfectly. On the left, that's the wrong way. A trader has one amazing day, feels invincible, and then triples their risk. That is a guaranteed recipe for blowing up your account. The right way, you only increase your size after you've proven, over a long period of time, that you can be consistently profitable. That's how you build a real career. So the key here is that sizing up is a reward for skill, not a reward for luck. It's a process. It takes months, not just one good day. You have to earn the right to risk more money. And you do that by proving you can handle what you're risking right now. You just can't rush this part. Moving on to rule number 3. This addresses a really common habit that keeps so many aspiring traders completely stuck. It's called strategy hopping. You know the drill. You find a new strategy, it works for a couple of trades, then you have one loss and you decide, it's broken. So you jump to the next shiny object, and the next. You never give yourself the time to actually master anything. The secret isn't finding the perfect magic strategy. It's picking one solid strategy and sticking with it until you know it inside and out. Okay, so we've got the mechanical rules down. That's the easy part. Now we have to talk about the much, much harder part, the battle that's fought between your own 2 ears. These next 3 rules are all about mastering your own psychology. Rule number 4 is so simple, but it demands a level of self-awareness that, honestly, most people just ignore. And they pay the price for it. Again, the language is intense because the danger is very, very real. Trading is a high-performance mind game. You wouldn't see a pro athlete show up to the championship game sick or emotionally distraught. So why would you show up to the market when you're sad or angry or anxious? You're just setting yourself up for failure. So here it is. This is your mental checklist. If you feel any of these things, your job for the day is not to trade. Your job is to close the computer and go deal with your life. The market will be here tomorrow. But if you trade while you're in one of these states, your account might not be. And notice, overexcited is on that list too. Euphoria is just as dangerous as fear. And that leads us perfectly into rule number 5, which is all about how to fight one of the most destructive feelings a trader will ever face. This is your weapon against FOMO, the fear of missing out. You see a big move happening without you, and you get that itch, that overwhelming need to just jump in on a trade, any trade, so you don't miss out. That is a trap. The best traders in the world are perfectly comfortable sitting on their hands, sometimes for days, if their plan doesn't give them a clear signal. Patience isn't just a virtue, it's a profitable strategy. Now, rule number 6. This one isn't just a rule. It's a practical tool that literally turns every single trade you take, whether it's a win or a loss, into a valuable lesson. The secret is journaling your trades. I know, it sounds like homework, but it's your secret weapon. When you track your data like this, you stop guessing and you start knowing. Your journal will literally show you your patterns. It might scream, hey, every time you wait for all your confirmations to line up, you win. And every time you jump in early, you lose. It gives you a crystal clear map of what to do and what to stop doing. And that brings us to the final rule. This is the big one. This is the one that ties everything we've talked about together. It takes this whole conversation from just being about trading to being about a philosophy for success in anything. This is the rule that when you truly, truly get it, it doesn't just change your trading, it changes everything. This is the ultimate truth. You can't be inconsistent and undisciplined and emotionally chaotic in your daily life and then expect to somehow transform into a focused, disciplined master trader the second you open your charts. It doesn't work that way. Your trading account is nothing more than a mirror, and it will reflect exactly who you are outside of the market. Now, master your life, that sounds like a huge, intimidating goal, right? But it's not. It starts with a simple commitment to get just 1% better every single day. By showing up consistently, whether it's at the gym, in your relationships, at your job, you're building the muscle of discipline. You create your own luck by always being prepared. So, as we wrap this up, I really want you to think about this final question. Your trading results, your discipline, or a lack thereof, your emotional state when you trade, it's all giving you brutally honest feedback. It's a reflection. So the real question is, what is that reflection telling you about your life? And what are you going to do about it?